Hi, I'm Sally Deck. I'm a lecturer with the Milgard School of Business. I'm going to go. I teach a course for MBA students titled Renaissance Thinking for Contemporary Leadership. Okay, now go. The mind craves ease. It encourages the senses to recognize symbols, to gloss. It makes maps of our kitchen drawers and neighborhood streets. It fashions a sort of algebra out of life. The easier an experience, or the more entrenched, or the more familiar, the fainter our sensation of it becomes. This is true of chocolate and marriages and hometowns and narrative structures. Complexities wane, miracles become unremarkable, and if we're not careful, pretty soon we're gazing out at our lives as if through a burlap sack. Leave home, leave the country, leave the familiar. Only then can routine experience, buying bread, eating vegetables, even saying hello, become new all over again. That was written by Anthony Doerr, author of All the Light You Cannot See, when he was at the American Academy in Rome. So the course that I teach, we're really focused on leadership. And so we start by talking about Machiavelli. Often it's the student's first experience with Machiavelli. And so we talk about the context that Machiavelli was writing in. Inevitably, somebody brings up Donald Trump. We talk about, is Donald Trump Machiavellian? And short answer, no, because there is or at least Trump has not yet shown an understanding of the context of governmental leadership that Machiavelli showed, nor has Trump really displayed the command of ironic techniques that Machiavelli used. So we also talk about other greats of the Renaissance time, including Raphael and many of the people who are depicted in this painting in the School of Athens, Michelangelo, etc. Focusing mostly on Leonardo da Vinci. So da Vinci was an artist, an innovator, and also an inventor. And a lot of what we're talking about with Leonardo da Vinci are the techniques that he used in order to increase his capacity for innovation and new ideas. So curiosity, we know that leaders need to have a strong sense of curiosity and to hold on to curiosity in order to continue to learn and make some educated thoughts about what does the emerging future hold. Sensazione, refinement of the senses. Are we really hearing what's being said? Are we really seeing what we need to see in order to develop as strong leaders? And then the third, corporalità. Leonardo da Vinci was known for how he fed himself, how he took care of his body, and research has shown that when we need to spark new ideas, one of the easiest things we can do is go for a walk and to be aware of our own body and how that influences the way we think. Two other major points that we talk about in class, arte scienza, what we would call whole brain thinking, a real combination of logic and imagination, how leaders need to pull that together. Connessione is connection, and so that would be systems thinking, which as others have already mentioned today, how valuable that is for us to know. Sfumato is something that we talk about often in the sense of art history, right? We might talk about the haziness of a painting, but we're also talking about the haziness and ambiguity and uncertainty that we deal with on a day-to-day basis as leaders. And so to be comfortable with that ambiguity, to embrace that, and to recognize the tension that exists within our experience of strength and weakness, joy and sorrow, commencement, right? We're so sad to see them go, but we're so proud of them also when the students step forth. So, Dimostrazione is the seventh. This is a really big one for all of us, really, and it's this understanding of how can we learn from mistakes and see things from multiple perspectives. When Da Vinci wanted to deeply understand something like the human body, he would dissect a corpse and he would look at it from 3 different places, right? So he would draw it and then he would move around the room and he would draw from somewhere else so that he really understood what he was looking at. And so we talk about how can we have different perspectives of what we're looking at. Also, we take students to the major sites of Rome. Obviously, we need to see the Pantheon, we need to see the Colosseum, because we need to understand that those structures have existed for far longer than anything that we're likely to encounter in our day-to-day lives in this region, right? The oldest things in Rome are far older than the oldest things on this side of the country. And in seeing the Colosseum, they're also challenged to think about, wow, what did it take to build that? And I asked the students, why do we study the Colosseum? And one of our students said the very best. After some thought, he said, because I need to know what my colosseum's going to be. I need to know what I'm going to create that's going to have this lasting legacy. Will I ever create anything that will be around in 2,000 years? So, thank you.